Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around, should we get one today? Today's topic is why do people tend to drift away or pull away when things are about to get serious? What are my thoughts? This actually was a video that Tony Gaskin made. I just want to kind of give my own thoughts and my own opinion about situation. Give my own little spin to it. But why do men and women tend to pull away when things get rough, things get tough, things get too serious. I think one reason is a lot of it might be fear, a lot of it might just be unpredictability. I mean, you weren't really expecting the stuff to go the way that it planned to go. Because like I said, you probably had so many situations in the past that didn't go lead nowhere, and now all of a sudden you find somebody you genuinely have connection, you generally have likings, and you generally like each other's company, and it's like, man, okay, it's something different. You're so used to being rejected, you're so used to chaos, turmoil, the drama, but it's like you with somebody that's like, okay, this is kind of nice, kind of peaceful. We're not arguing as much, we're not fussing as much, not blood pressure is not going up so much. So it might be a little bit different. But for some reason though, you don't want to pull all the way in. You still got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Why is that? I think a lot of it is just, the fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? You don't know if it's gonna turn right, left, sideways, up, down. You don't know. You just hoping and praying that it goes right. Also too, putting all your trust into God, because if you trust in God, and he'll make a way to let you know whether it's for you or not. And that's the thing that I had to come to grips to realize when I was dating my wife, suing her and stuff. I was like, man, that sounds pretty good. I could see myself being with her, starting a family and stuff. But just went all the way there. I'm like, And then I had to get confirmation from God, and that really was pretty much it. But it's a tough struggle. I'm not gonna sit here and about, oh, it's easy. It's easy to be with a situation. But you got so many emotions, and it's like, man, had to walk by yourself. Had a time alone to yourself. You're like, is this the one? You know what I mean? This the one you want from me, God? Is this the one you chose for me? But stuff is just kind of lining up. We got similar core values, kind of want the same thing in life, but it's really what you want from me? This is what you really want for her? Am I really that guy or that, you know what I mean? Or you're that girl? Am I really that girl for this guy? Am I really that fit for this duty? You know what I mean? So it can be like insecurities on both ends. You can be doubting yourself, self-doubt, self-doubt. And a lot of times you might be inside your head like, man, I'm not the one, or start second guessing yourself, pivoting like, oh, no, I'm not good enough, or had those signs of rejection, like, oh, I'm not good enough. But then guess what? The opposite of fear is success. Maybe you do go out. Maybe that works out how that's gonna look like for us. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, you gotta keep your head down, keep grinding, keep punching, and you'll you'll get through the other side. You gotta believe in yourself, trust in God, 100% of the way. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's a little scary, a little rocky at the beginning, but once you get through the turmoil and the bridge, the tunnels, tunnels and stuff, and you get high, climb that mountain, you'll figure it out. It was all worth it. It's hard at first wrapping your boots up and going on one layer to the next layer, but you know what I'm saying? It's good to have that fear, have a little fear, but you still keep going, still keep pursuing, and like I said, the best way possible, you just keep going, be resilient with the situation, keep going, despite whatever may happen with you, good or bad, indifferent, just keep going, and like I said, lean on God. God is the source of everything. He's the one that